Yep. 1, 2, 3, go.
All right, so we're here and we're going to talk about the true core message of the Bible. You won't get this in any Baptist church, Catholic church, any Calvary Chapel, charismatic church. The true core message of the Bible is Romans 11:36. Romans 11:36 says, all is out of God, through God, and for God. And the reason you won't get this message out of any regular church is because those guys are so wrapped up in self-worship. And you can find this self-worship in the teaching of so-called free will. You have a free will. It's up to you. God wouldn't pressure you to become a Christian. No, you must voluntarily choose out of your own free will. But the scripture in Romans teaches that it's not of him that willeth, nor him that raceth, but it's of God the merciful. So the core message is that all is out of God, all is through God, and all is for God. This world looks crazy at the moment, and there are so many people who don't understand and think, oh my God, if I were God, I could do a better job. I could do better than this. Well, heck, he's allowing the world to go crazy. What is God all about? Of course the world is going crazy right now. God is making sure that everybody is thoroughly acquainted with sin and evil, not out of their own free choice. God locks up altogether in stubbornness. You can find it in Romans 11:32. Just 4 verses before 36, it's 32. It says God locks up altogether in stubbornness. Everybody's stubborn because God locked them up that way. They're not stubborn out of their own free will. No, God made sure of it. Just as a few chapters earlier in Romans, it says that God hardened Pharaoh's heart. What? God hardened Pharaoh's heart? He didn't harden his own heart? No, God hardened his heart. God needs to make sure that we all have an evil experience in this life. Even the baby that's 2 months old that dies, that's a very evil experience. But God has it in mind, eventually, within the next couple of eons of time, to resurrect everybody from the dead. Not just resurrect them, but to vivify them, to make sure that they don't die again. He abolishes all death. In fact, 1 Corinthians 15:25 says that the last enemy to be abolished is death. What is death? Death is the wages of sin. God is going to abolish the wages of sin. It's a big concept. I'm not going to dwell on it very long because this is one of our first YouTube videos on this topic. And YouTube won't let us go on and on and on, so we have to cut it off at about 5 or 10 minutes, all right? So get this. All is out of God, all is through God, and all is for God. You may be going through a hard time right now. Don't worry about it. All is out of God, all is through God, and all is for God. You are out of God, you are through God, and you are for God. It may not look like it right now, but hang on, baby. We've got a couple more eons to go, and it's going to get even wilder. That's all for now.